June the 6th, 2025. Guys, we've been watching for this information coming out and seeing what Russia would do in retaliation to the drone strike that took out a lot of their bombers. This morning it is 7:10 a.m. Central Time. Russia's military has retaliated to Kiev's terrorist acts. It's from the Ministry of Defense of Russia. Targets of overnight strikes included drone assembly sites, training centers, and weapons repair facilities. That kind of wraps up a lot of what they have left. The Russian military has said its forces carried out large-scale overnight strikes against Ukrainian defense industry sites using drones and long-range precision-guided weapons. Now, I think they used pretty much everything they had, land, sea, air, everything. Ukrainian officials also reported waves of missile and drone attacks across multiple cities, including the capital of Kiev, as well as Lviv and Lusk on Friday morning. The barrage, which included air, sea, and land-based missiles, as well as unmanned aerial vehicles, was a response to recent terrorist attacks carried out by Kiev, Russia's defense ministry said on Friday. Now, they're still getting some of what they call terrorist activity there, railroad tracks and trains and all like that being attacked. But it's down to that. It's not like a military movement much left for Ukraine. It's small bands of terrorists. Probably most of them are not Ukrainian. It said Ukraine blew up railroad bridges in Russia last week, derailing civilian and freight trains and killing at least 7 and injuring over 120. Kiev also launched a coordinated drone strike on multiple Russian air bases, targeting long-range nuclear-capable bombers stationed in Russia's north and far east. Moscow has claimed that most drones were intercepted and the aircraft targeted were damaged but not destroyed. Now, if the satellite images are correct, some were damaged, but a few were destroyed. There wasn't much left, if those are real images. Now, also, they attacked day before yesterday the bridge, the Kherson Bridge at going to Crimea down there. Didn't knock it out all the way, like maybe one lane of it, and so I don't know if that's back up and running or not. It wasn't a real large explosion. It wasn't one that took the whole bridge out. But they're looking for 2 people that they think were involved in that. The alleged attacks came after Moscow had promised imminent retaliation in response to Kiev's drone raids on strategic air bases. You can see one of the pictures there. Those are not small bombs they're dropping. This was in Kiev on June the 6th, overnight. Ukrainian officials have claimed that Moscow launched multiple waves of missiles and drone strikes and on Kiev and other cities. The Russian Ministry of Defense has yet to comment. Sometimes you don't need to talk. A big stick talks. Multiple explosions were reported across several districts of Kiev and its suburbs early Friday morning, with Mayor Vitaly Klitschko claiming that Ukrainian air defenses were engaging incoming missiles and drones. The official initially said the debris had only fallen on the territory of non-residential buildings. He later claimed that at least 4 people were killed and 20 injured. Surveillance footage reportedly captured in the CCTV camera somewhere in the Kiev region appeared to show the moment a U.S.-supplied Patriot air defense system attempted to engage an incoming missile with 4 interceptors before apparently being hit. So, again, Biden's weapons are being used there. Biden. But anyway, we were expecting this, and I was looking for a report on to see what would happen. This is one of the few early reports out. As it gets a little later in today and the news cycle starts here in about an hour or so, we may have some more information. Now, there's probably a handful of videos in this article. I'm going to link to the article where you can go there and watch it. It's TikTok, maybe some of them are X, I'm not sure. By the way, there's information that came out. I read it earlier this morning that Elon and Trump are trying to mend the situation. Overnight, I guess they both grew up a little bit, aged, matured. But anyway, they are trying to reconcile the problem they're having. We'll see how that works out. Again, this is multiple blurred out videos shared across Ukrainian social media appear to show the aftermath of the strikes, but the exact locations and the facilities targeted were hard to verify. And if you remember, Putin told Trump in that phone call they had a couple of days ago that there will be a response. He said, we have to respond. You have to on a terrorist attack. Someone's throwing bottles over your fence and rocks over there and busting out your windows. If you don't do anything, it's just going to continue. You got to go over there and put that fire out, and that's what this is about to happen. I'll be glad to see that's over with because of the civilians involved, and the world can maybe get back to some sort of normal pace in that area of the country. Ukraine belongs to Russia. It always has, and it more than likely always will. But guys, watch for updates. We're watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe, guys. There's bad weather moving through Arkansas, Missouri right now. Be aware.